Now, Angela and Phobius. So they also effectively block out the Arlo.
Yeah. Block off the Arla, block off the Harris, but then you just go Ranger here as well. Oh, there's the Esmeralda float. So they're going to be looking.
Oh, you don't know.
Yeah, but you don't know because that can still go gold lane.
And you're still good against Phobius.
Yeah, and now Falcon's is thinking about, wait, what gold lane can we actually pick up? Because now we can't pick up Harith. You have an Esmeralda on the other side. Because Benny Cutie can just swerve put that. And then in the EXP, you're going to end up with an even better matchup with the CC if ever Falcons doesn't ban it out. Good drafting decisions here by TNC Pro Team, giving Falcons more options with a YSS. They're going to run it back, though, with their attempt to go Joy and Angela, which is tough because the last time we saw this up... Wait, was that Joy going across the screen? Damn, that was cool.
She quick.
Yeah, she's fast. So Falcons, we said earlier, well, TNC can go Franco, they decide to ban it out. Because that was the pick that also gave them difficulty when they did this exact same strategy up against Aurora. But then they need to also ban the Granger, but then the Esmeralda's already gold option. That's tough. The Esmeralda third pick by TNC Pro Team is giving Falcons not a lot of options.
Yeah, I like how this is going, but at the same time, I want to say that that combo can be deadly. I feel like the Angela and the Joy. Did we see Angela? Was it just once last week?
Last week, no, we saw multiple.
Did she win though? Like, did she win those?
She had a less than favorable.
I was gonna say it wasn't favorable, right?
Yeah,
so
I can't give you the exact number, but I'm pretty sure she didn't win many.
Yeah, she was banned a lot, but she did only show up. They showed up for AP Brand. They did get one win. They showed up for a few, and that's where it got the loss.
There you are.
Okay.
Oh, there's
Yeah.
Smart band. They actually took out the CC, and they took out the Hilda as well for Falcons as an option. Wait, Hilda.
So they don't have to lose all the lanes.
Yeah, yeah, and that could have been a roam. Just go Khalid.
Yeah, Khalid.
If this is Khalid, then TNC go with what? Grok?
That's what's dangerous. I don't know if you can Khalid just yet, because TNT have 2 slots to ruin the Khalid's quick sand guard.
Yeah.
Right now, 3 picks. I think you can pray to the sand all you want, but when the 2 crowd control heroes come out, then sad Khalid noises.
Yeah,
that's true. That's exactly what he sounds like.
What is it gonna be? Oh, got a gunshot.
Okay, a little bit more stable, I guess.
No room for Khalid anymore.
Yeah. Oh.
Whoa! Whoa!
It's Gold Lane Bane.
Gold Lane Bane, which I think can afford to go magical.
Yum.
When you're in the jungle, you gotta go physical. That's non-negotiable.
Lane expert, by the way.
Yeah, when you're in the EXP and mid and gold, you could do either.
Is he your most played hero?
Yes.
Dang. So,
But looking at the lineup, I think it's physical.
you think it's physical?
I think it's physical.
Yeah, they don't need any more magic.
I was gonna say they have a decent amount of magic damage already, so
It's physical. Going up against Falcons too.
Ranger. There.
Yep, they're going for the Granger. I think this is a 50-50. I can lane against the Granger. Benny can lane against the Granger on the Bane. But yeah, no, he doesn't. He can flicker here. He can just avoid the jump and then just ruin that front to back.
I think this is good too because even with just Bane's pushback with the deadliest catch, like that can be pretty useful against this composition that Falcons is bringing to the table. It gives you a little more space to work with too, or you can actually, think about the combination with a YSS and a Bane. Like if you are able to go ahead and get the Mountain Stalker stun off and then use the Bane too, you can actually force fights early on under tier 1 turrets if you want
So
to.
many layers. Like an onion.
Yeah, I think we're really going to be looking closely at how Bane Cutie is going to be building
Bane Cutie.
Is it going to go magic or not?
10 out of 10.
I think across the board, we're on the same page that this needs to go physical. But if ever he does go magic, we've seen people get deleted by the ale spit.
Yeah. More so, it goes for sustainability. If you go Magic Bane, you can't be killed. Like you're gonna.
You don't have to go back to base.
It's like an Esmeralda.
Yes.
Except instead of you like sucking up shields, you're just drinking ale
And spitting on people.
and spitting on people.
Yeah. Here we go. We're waiting just a wee bit for our players to get settled into the game. When we do load in, we will also show you the emblem sets, which should help explain what this Bane is up to. But I'll tell you now, even between physical and Magic Bane, there's very little difference.
I'm curious, and I don't know if you know the lore about this, but were him and Franco like on the same?
No, they're separate sides, right?
They are from the Northern Vale, and Franco is a hero of the Northern Vale. I know, hard to believe, right?
Yeah.
He's like a little folk hero. Like he saves all the shoreline villages.
Yeah.
And then Bane is like,
Was he the bad
he's a pirate
guy?
king. He's like a pirate king. He's like, arr. And then they got into this one fight where Bane was on the verge of losing. He actually got waylaid by Franco, thrown overboard. He went deep into the Northern Vale Sea, and then he made a deal with this Kraken god.
Yeah.
And he said, save me. I will conquer the seas in your honor.
Yeah.
But then the Kraken god said, all right, I'm going to fuse you with a crab, and then you fight in my stead. And then that's what happened.
The OGs know his original form.
Yes, it was just a ghost dude.
He was Davy Jones.
He was just straight up Davy Jones.
So that's lore accurate, because if the OGs played the original Bane, they know.
Yeah. I think I have the revised lore. That was the revised lore I just told you about.
Yeah.
The one that fits in with MLBB's overall storyline. Back into the game. A contest between Falcons and TNC. This is match point for Falcons, while TNC throw everything to the wall and see what sticks. They bring out the Gold Lane Bane.
It's a good thing Falcons decided to pick up the Granger. However, let's see just how difficult it might be to fight the Bane in lane, especially that he can use the Crab Claw Cannon.
Relying on that Revitalize early on, plus...
Oh, it's magic.
Purify. It is Magic Bane.
It's Magic Bane.
Oh, there it is.
We saw this from Innocent. Who else played it across Southeast Asia?
Yeah.
I think the most prolific was Innocent, though.
Yep. It was played in Malaysia. It was played in Indonesia, and now in the Philippines. It was a win, by the way, for SRG.
Yeah.
2 wins, a sweep.
No wonder so many people have been asking about the Gold Lane Bane lately. You know, and I like it because Gold Lane, it was one of those lanes that needed some change, man. I mean, from last year to where we are now.
So many fighters.
There's so many fighters, so many different picks picking up, and I think that's the shakeup that Gold Lane needed.
And this is so good for expanding rivers because you have so much movement speed. If you drink your ale, you already go fast.
That's right.
When you're on the river, you go even faster. Then there's a huge chance that you can just double lane or join in the fight on the opposite side, throw out your sharks, and the other team is just asking what the heck happened.
Yeah, might be a good solid second broken walls. If you're in the jungle, you'd like broken walls more, but as a gold laner, expanding rivers should help with the double.
I wonder if we actually see him maybe join for the second turtle and how that rotates, or if he ends up double laning like we assumed. Turtle's going to be up here shortly, so there it is spawning in. Both teams still trying to get those level 4s here too. A little bit focus up here in the XP lane. You can jump in with Falling Star Moon. 3Mar's going to have to flicker on out already. So, fighting for the space now around the turtle.
Uh-oh.
Silent might just get this though. I don't know.
It's free. Should be very free.
Look, there goes Benny Cutie.
Yeah, there he is.
He's just soaring, by the way. Makes his way up top. Goes in. Flickers forward too. Deli's Cash was used to fall here. Team Falcon still fighting out. Fuse going to be the next to follow. Zaida and Chakdu are down. And Ogwin falls. Benny Cutie gets 2 kills. He came all the way from the gold lane. And look at him go back.
Sustainability, my good sir. You see that he took a good amount of damage from Falcons, but ale, and he's good.
Yeah, and the last time Bane was actually used in the gold lane was in Season 9 by Marky, Onyx Philippines versus NXPE. Yeah, exactly what we were talking about. He just drinks the ale and goes fast, dude.
I see why you love this hero now, man. There's just something comical about Bane.
There's just comical and pragmatic. Like, there's just so many things you could do with Bane.
Seeing him soar with the extra boost, though, seeing a hero move that fast.
You don't know if you're going to be scared or laugh.
We need to separate Bane running cam because Bane's animation when he's running is he just has his hands up in the air like,
Yeah.
So hopefully we get to see that later. So
not to mention his protruding belly.
And with the lack of range in the center of the map by Falcons, even though if you have an Angelo with you with the Heart Guard, you don't want to fight around and close to a Bane who can just spit on you with a burst magic damage skill and will make that too as well. Flap's struggling in lane against his Esmeralda because, as expected in the Esme versus Phoveus matchup.
Like, think how many times you're actually going to see a gold laner do that, where we saw Benny Cutie flicker forward to the fight. Like, that's what Bane in the gold lane allows you to do, and be aggressive like that. You're not going to see a Granger or a Moskov do that.
Yeah, and this makes this Joy even more difficult, which is why I'm not the biggest fan of seeing Angela and Joy early on. No matter how good it is theoretically, there's just so many things that the opposing team can throw at your table. You already saw the Kimmy as an answer to the Angela right away, and then it's difficult for trades. And at the same time, because the sustained damage for Kimmy after the hard guard, what's next? Not a lot.
Turtles up. That's a traction pulse thrown out preemptively by Lancey to zone out Falcons. 3 more dancing around Kyle. This might be another free turtle for TNC.
Yeah, just enough. 3 more is able to distract Team Falcons enough to keep them busy that there's no contest for the turtle. So 2 for 2 now, right now for TNC in objectives. And you're going to have to look at what Team Falcons can kind of grab to keep in this game. Hard guard's going to be used. They're going for Zyda. Zyda will get away. Flap jumps in. He's still going to be going for Zyda here too. Now Chakra was used. They should be able to catch him. Whoa, he's still alive. Some way, somehow, with a heal with the Kalea too, and Flap's in trouble now. Infernal Pursuits won't be enough, and going for more. They go with a Tsunami Slam on Kyle Teasy, but he'll get away. A great fight for TNC.
Honestly, feel bad for Flap in that scenario. He did his job perfectly. Just like Kyle Teasy, he was left behind. He used Electrifying Beast, but he was way too far from the fight. And then with the Search of Life from the Kalea, it just brought, I believe it was Ida was really low back.
I think TNC made the call. Flap is a little too far gone. Let everyone else fight, and we will just lick our wounds, go elsewhere. This is another beautiful thing about Benny Cutie, rather about Bane. He just pushes like a madman. Again, damage to turrets are adaptive. You can deal physical or magic, but since he's building magic, he's also dealing that much to turrets. Quick push. He has a Holy Crystal now.
Chakra going to be the focus here. A good shot from Super Marco. Again, this is that usage of an Angela now, much lower cooldown. We just saw the hard guard earlier up top. It was used here to go ahead and grab a kill on Chaknu. So goes in the hands here for Team Falcons. They still have plenty of ground to cover though. Flap to be in trouble. Wow, just in a position he didn't want to be there.
This might be a losing effort for Falcons here. As the game goes on, the Spain gets stronger, YSS gets stronger, Kimmy gets stronger. And again, when you have a lineup such as this, playing around the Joy, the Angela, the Granger, you are too ultimate and skill dependent to go up against a lineup that has a mid laner that is focused mainly on basic attack, that is fine with fights going on longer, and even a strong gold laner that can sustain fights for a long time. They lost the draft, they might lose the game.
You know what? I'll double down on that basic attack centric. The way this Bane is being built, you could also almost count that Ale as a basic attack. It has so much cooldown. Tsunami Slam!
Whoa! A huge Tsunami Slam on Ogwin. He couldn't even use AOG, but there's the hard guard. They're going to be looking for Zyda. Zyda, 1 HP away. They're going to jump onto the turret. They'll take him out with 1 for 2 trade right now. Team Falcons, they're still not going to be able to get this turtle, though.
What's unfortunate is it wasn't even a shutdown kill. Zyda was just farming. Zyda was just taking turtles. There wasn't much bank in him, and Falcons had to work hard to get him down.
And now you have, again, a triple core set up for TNC Pro Team. There's so many carries on their side that you take out one, all that effort only took out Zyda. And look at those sharks. You saw how fast Ogwin was deleted earlier.
Yeah, man, he's tanky. Like, he's supposed to be the tanky one, you know?
He's on his way to a trunch.
Yeah, he's going to need it.
Ogwin had to first build the blade armor, but then now he has to rush Athena's.
Oh, what are they going to do here? Hard guard used. Zyda just swoops on in and retries the turtle away. 3 for 3. Mount Shocker going to be used. Flap has to disengage. And now they're just posting around the purple buff here, but it looks like TNC wants to take the mid-tier 1. They'll grab that and the buff here from Team Falcons.
Grand Theft Purple. TNC took everything from Falcons, shook them upside down, took their lunch money, and came back the next day. Look, they might even take tier 2 down bot.
Yeah, that was Grand Theft Turtle and Purple by TNC. That was nasty by Zyda. Counties, he straight up lost.
Yeah, something tells me it might have been looped in with a Traceless Basic plus Red Tree. And that's something that a Joy cannot contest with.
Yeah, the extra little bit of burst, because now it's on the comfort, the decision of when to use a retribution is in the hands of the opposing jungler, the YSS. While it's the Joy being a little bit more reactive, where it was the YSS who was more proactive in terms of winning that turtle battle. So let's give it to Zyda for that one. And let's see though if Cal thinks he can get an even more big profile turtle win, because he needs it. At this point, Lord win, excuse me. So much lead here for TNC Pro Team.
Huge.
This Joy, save for that one kill onto Zyda, cannot be felt as much because you have the Sharks to deal with, and even if you get close to the Bane, you put yourself at risk of just getting blasted as well, even if you have the hard guard.
And even if you do get the Bane to, like, let's say half health, a quarter of its health, the Ale puts him back up.
Yeah. Can we also just point out that Flap is so far behind 3mar? Like, levels alone, I know he's taking a lot of damage, but that's how Phobius works. But 3mar's level 12, while Flap's level, what is he? He's 9, right? Is he 9 or Few 9?
9 or 8.
9 or 8. Like,
Either way, it's a bad time. Oh my God,
he's
level 8.
Yeah, he had to spend a lot of time holding down the front and team fighting, and the fact that TNT got more turtles, not good. Traction.
Oh, this is in trouble. This is a bad position to be in. Again, the purple buff fought 4. It looks like it went in the hands of Ogwyn. Ogwyn's got the purple, but man, this is TNC's work.
Still unfortunate. TNC, this is their game to lose.
Yep.
Again, 6,000 gold. That Bane isn't even as proactive as I want it to be. He's literally just taking all the free lanes. He's respecting Falcon's pick-off potential. I'm guessing he'll start really putting himself out there once he builds his, what is this, a Divine Glaive, or maybe when he feels a little bit of Falcon's burn, some Blood Wings, but that's going to be it. Like, as it is, Benny's winning.
See, Few, of course, playing the Angela game of you being left alone to manage waves, and you're just going to join in with a hard guard. 3mar, look what, he can just keep doing this.
Chargeables used, holding on to the hard guard here. I don't think we're going to push it just yet. This might just be a lore to give away here. I don't think Team Falcons wants anything to do with this.
Yeah, again, it's just way too tough. The lead of TNT has ballooned. Falcons needed to win some turtles to even things out. And again, that's why there's a huge deficit between Flap TNT and 3mar. Of course, the Phobius has to be the one to frontline. Only 4,000, not even scratch. Just about to scratch 4,000 for Flap. Well, it's a 3,000 and plus, or almost 3,000 gold lead for the Esmeralda. Massive gap.
That's what you call natural selection.
Yeah.
Again, in laning alone, and how Falcons is losing the rest of the map, they needed to sandbag Flap easy to hunker down and just take it, clench down. It's tough to be the Filipino cannon right now.
Yeah, the Esmeralda pick by TNC Pro Team was perfect. And again, Falcons early picked the Angela, already showed their EXP. That was a misplay. If they're going to play Angela, might as well pick up the Esmeralda for themselves. Yes, there could have been other picks that would have given the Esmeralda problems, but at this point, it's worse seeing the Phobius there.
They will do with the Lord here. Team Falcons takes about half health on that base turret bottom side. Tier 2 could be worked on too. A couple ultimates were thrown out though from TNC, so they'll still respect what's possible here. Ogwyn just pushing them off this tier 2 turret. They'll keep it for now.
Keep up the conceal, forcing TNC to respect the zoning.
What do they want to do here though? Are they actually going to force a fight under this turret? Another deadly catch comes up, but no go. So Team Falcons will hold on to the base turrets.
Oh, the turnaround for Falcons looks grim, almost impossible. I gotta admit, there's not much they really can do. It's a TNC error somewhere, but at this point, 3mar can just stay front and not care about anything that Falcons throws at him.
Now that the shoe's on the other foot.
Oh,
wait, they catch
goodbye.
one!
Kyle's going to get caught. He is taken out, and next to follows Few. He'll go down to double for Zyda, and now it looks grim even more for Team Falcons. You can't even get any side of your jungle here if you're Kyle.
That was worse than Fuse overheat up top in game 1.
Yeah.
What was that? What was Kyle thinking? For the orange? I don't think that was worth it.
It's not worth it here. Now they're going to lose a base turret too up top. Ogwyn trying to keep them at bay. He's going to go ahead and jump on defensively. AOG's out. Flap could be in trouble too. They're going to re-engage, bring him over the wall with the Tsunami Slam, and he's deleted. A deadliest catch dropped down on the base turret. Top one finally follows, and TNC, that's all they get. They'll back off of it.
Oh, looks so grim, but TNC Pro Team, gotta give it to them. They've been playing their game perfectly. Again, yeah, they've gotten 4 kills. Given 4 kills, sure, but everything else so good. Getting even closer to a 4,000 gold lead between the Esmeralda and the Phobius. The jungle gap getting closer to 3,000. Even though Marco has a stacked amount of items, he's the only main damage source that's reliable right now. You can't rely on this Joy with what TNC brought to the table.
Nope. Oh wait, they catch one more.
Oh, they're gonna catch him. Oh man, Kyle again. At this point, it's just you can't do anything if your team Falcons. Few falls. Another double for Zaida.
They handed that kill over on silver platter. Falcons, in case we get to a point where they're, in any shape of fight, are they lacking anti-heal? What are they looking at right now? Because economy's so tight.
I mean, they only really have only one main source of damage. You felt that and saw that there. Super Marco. Flapteezy's lacking sustained items as well, and just items and resources in general, because he needs to be the main front line here. Ogun can only do so much to hold. Even the Revitalize is just absolutely melted through by what TNC brought to the table.
Okay, I checked. They have enough anti-heal. It's not a matter of anti-heal, sir.
Nope.
It really is just an economical issue.
Yeah. The simplest equation in the current MLBB metagame is this. More damage, more win.
More damage, more win.
1, 2, 3. They have 3 anti-heal across the board. Like, that should be enough. It's just, there's not enough damage.
Yeah. Flap can't survive long enough. Even with those 3 items of the Joy, they're going to be okay. It needs like Super Marco levels of heroism.
Well, I don't know if he's going to be able to pull this one off. Lord makes its way up mid-turret, follows. Bottom's going to follow next. Ogwin will try to delay it as much as he can while they work on this Lord, but this is a massive lead. He'll be gone too. Ogwin, even with the Revitalize, he'll jump with the AOG.
Whoa, okay.
Yamar was there.
Wow.
I thought he was going to be able to catch him, so Ogwin survives. So they might have bought enough time with this unless TNC has something in mind. They're going to clear this out. Flap jumps in. They're forcing him back. Kyle Teasy has the hard guard hold over him, but now he gets crashed down on. He's finally gone. Zaida goes in for more. Team Falcons desperately trying to stay in this game.
Oh, wow.
Clear things out, though. Super Marco, he's in trouble. Even if he gets the kill, it's over anyway. TNC takes us to game 3.